MechaGamera.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
MechaGamera. I don't now. You haven't called in before, have you?
No, I have not.
This is new.
Yep.
This is new.
Now let me. I gotta start. Like I've started everybody. What would you do? How would you put Martin Luther King into the Star Wars films? What would you do if you were director?
I must confess I have never seen any of the Star Wars movies.
Okay.
But I guess he would be an inspiring. He'd say something to either Luke Skywalker or one of the characters. Some inspirational speech. Mm-hmm. Maybe one of his quotes.
Okay. Well, can you give us a glimpse of what that would sound like?
Alrighty.
Just do your best MLK impression.
We must learn to live together as brothers.
But hold on.
No?
This sounds like your voice, though. I want to hear it like in your best impression of his voice, how it would sound.
All right. We must learn to live together as brothers, or perish together as fools.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to give you a piece of direction, and we'll do it one more time. Can I just hear... He's been dead a long time, so obviously he's going to sound a little weird. So can I hear just some growl in the voice, too?
Some growl.
Like he just emerged from his grave, and as a ghost, he tells Luke this. Go ahead.
All right. We must learn to live together as brothers.
Some more growl.
More growl.
More growl. You know? Try it.
Oh, okay. We must learn to live together as brothers, or perish together as fools.
See? Come on.
There you go.
You've never seen Star Wars, but you just crafted maybe the best Star Wars moment.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.
That was great. I wouldn't even bother watching them now, because you pretty much topped everything that was in them.
Good deal. Well, I wanted to say, first off, that it's fantastic that you guys remember past callers, even if they haven't called in a long time. Like, I'm sure that's really, really appreciated with all of your fans.
Oh, you think so?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I don't know. I don't know if I remember things correctly or not.
No, I think you do.
No. I think it's great, like, that you can do that. I'm being totally sincere.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was a gag because you haven't called in yet, and I thought maybe that was going to be the twist. You were going to be like, "But you didn't remember me." It's me, Becky, from Podcast 49.
Oh God. Well, I wouldn't hold you to that. Okay. I haven't called in at all. Just an observer.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for calling.
Well, I wanted to ask you a question real quick, because I know you have a lot of young people watching you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, what things in life do you believe are important to get a grip on early in your 20s or as a teenager?
To get a grip on.
I guess habits or the point to things, good humor, those types of things.
Yes. That's a really good question.
Yeah. I would say save money.
You know what? And just in general, were you going to say something else?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the most important things.
They don't do enough in my mind, they don't do enough in school to teach about good credit and just having your stuff together with that. Not even like, hey, you got to get rich or die trying or whatever. I'm not even saying that. Just always just keep on your stuff.
Yeah.
I always, out of high school, I always knew what was in my bank account.
Oh, I know.
I was always on the site and whatever. And also, I was one of the first people I knew had a smartphone that could go on that stuff. So I was always on. I knew what, and I had a lot of friends who were smart cookies, but would always oh man, I spent more than I had, or I did, whatever. Yeah. And also, I got a credit card really early, and I think that helped me a lot too. It wasn't like I was, I'm gonna buy 10 PlayStation 2s or anything like that. I didn't go overboard, but I had it, and I used it, and I would pay it off, and that helped me significantly. So, to me, just all that kind of stuff, saving your money, keeping an eye out on what you got, and not reaching for things you might not need if you can't do it, whatever. So that kind of thing. But aside from monetary stuff, I mean, that's one little thing. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, I would say, that's a good question. To get a grip on, I would say not. This sound weird. I don't know how to word this.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take your time if you need to think about it.
Thank you, MechaGamera. Which, by the way, where did the name come from?
Well, I'm a fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I was just looking at their
good move
episode titles, and they have. I remember them having a lot of Gamera.
Yeah, I just got the box. Well, no, I mean I got it last year sometime. The box set that has all the Gamera movies.
Oh, lucky.
That was a good move. Anyway, but I would say that when you're that young, the most important thing to remember is nobody cares. And I don't mean that in the way that, hey, nobody cares about you. That sounds depressing, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is...
It's in their... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
It's in their... People are living their own lives, right?
Well, yeah, but what I mean is that don't act like you're better than anybody, but don't... how am I trying to say it? Don't act like you're better than anybody, and don't assume that anything you're making is hot stuff. Make something that you think people will appreciate and go out of their way to see, and you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta assume people are on their own thing and whatever. Again, not in the sense that you're alone in the universe, because you're not, but act like nobody cares. You know, don't worry about what they think about what you're doing, but don't be afraid to do something for them to make them care. Just be nice in general, you know, make stuff that maybe they want to see, but don't be upset if they're not into it. You know, just accept the fact that, nobody cares. So, is that making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense here.
That makes complete sense.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it just, don't worry about them, oh man, everyone saw this, and like that. Hey, nobody really cares that much. Nobody's looking at you going, this loser, you know, whatever. It's, nothing, everybody else takes a crap like you do. You know what I mean? So just, they're all the same level. So hey, do something great. Do something great. That's it. Don't do something great, and if they don't appreciate it, whatever. Do another thing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's to hold your own personal integrity.
Yeah. Just don't let other people dominate how you think about something. That's just what I think. I just feel like when I was 19 or whatever, I felt like I had to be like, I'm hot shit, man. You know? And it was just, what a waste of time. It's just like, just be cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does.
I'm babbling.
It actually leads me into another question I had for you.
Okay.
Like I noticed you see the positive things in movies. You try to. I see it in just I'm sorry, I forgot the one movie that came out last year. It was on my mind.
Jurassic Park.
No. Gosh, you like it.
Schindler's List.
Anyways, I was wondering if the positive things you see in movies, do you ever apply it to your projects?
Are you talking about, like, when you say positive things in movies, are you talking about, like, when movies have, like, heart?
No, I mean the types of film, positive things in the actual filming of it, or just the writing, or any of that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm influenced. Everything I do is something that was influenced from something. I'm pretty sure it's the same way with all of us. That's how so much gets done around here, is like we'll watch a movie. If there's something we're all on the same page about, we'll be like, oh, I want to make something like that. You know, and I don't know if that's what you're asking, but if, you know, like we all got jazzed about The Hobbit. We saw The Hobbit and we were all like, oh yeah, that was great. So now we really want to do a fantasy video. You know what I mean? Like that's just, you know, is that the kind of thing you're asking? Am I getting it wrong?
Oh no. That's. I mean, you can interpret it that way. I guess I was more so going for the like certain.
So I'm getting it wrong. Just say it. I'm getting it wrong.
No. Because I'm glad you took it in that way as well, because I wasn't thinking of it that way. But just I guess like different ways of filming things. Like I noticed in like Les Mis they weren't. The choreography wasn't really always in the camera. It was always moving around in different things.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you take, like different filming techniques from movies and stuff.
Yeah. So actually, like the way it's shot and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah, we do. It's gonna sound really dumb. But, like, I think there was a video we did a while back, a long time ago, for, I think it was Splinter Cell, where I killed my roommate. I poisoned his cereal, and it was all one take. And that was because I think we had just seen Children of Men, and there's a huge one-take shot in it. So we wanted to shoot it in the same way, you know, and... yeah, that happens a lot. You know, even movies that we might not all agree on totally, we will still try to emulate. You know, I wasn't really that big on Looper, but the other guys were. But even regardless of my thoughts on the movie, it was directed in an awesome way, and a lot of the shots, you know, a lot of the scenes were real quiet, and it just had this real kind of dry taste to it. So we tried to do a video that had all that stuff. It was shot in that way. We tried to, you know, add a little flavor of that. Maybe not so efficiently as the video went on, but, you know, when it starts out, it kind of has the same feel as Looper to it. We tried. But anyway, yeah, so shots like that will apply. You know, I think even when we did that Legend of Game Face video, I think there's still parts where we were thinking about Prometheus, you know, like we had all watched that, and it was like we want kind of far away shots of just creepy walking through something, and to the fact that we even put a ripped off android head in the video, you know. So I don't know.
Oh, that's just.
Does that make sense? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, and I feel that it's really neat that you guys can actually see it visually and then cool. Kind of emulate the style.
I think we'll do that more this year too. I think we're going to have a lot more higher quality stuff this year, especially I know what we have lined up. I think it's a lot more like directorially heavy stuff rather than just you know what I mean? Does that make sense? When I make that sound, you know what I'm talking about?
Either way, because I mean I like the awkward humor you guys create in your videos anyway.
That's great to hear, because all I ever want to do in Mega64 is do stuff that is cinematically like, oh wow, this is way better quality than I thought, and like it looks great, and it, you know, and whatever, like it really, like I want you know, stuff that's really like, wow, that was like almost cinematic, that was cool. I want to do that one day, and then the next day do Games Alive, where we're idiots trying, and it's shaky camera, and we're dropping a fucking copy of Halo in the street, and we, you know, that's what I like to do, is videos that don't stay in consistent quality. I think that's so much better than doing, you know, like, I like that Freddie Wong guy. I like him a lot. I really like that guy. But his videos are always consistently good quality, good quality, good quality. I think it'd be way more exciting if sometimes it was just bad. Just, you know what I mean? Just like no one expects that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I agree. No, I completely agree.
So, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I like. And hopefully we'll do that a lot more this year.
All right, well, good deal. Thank you guys for taking my call.
Why did you never called in? These were like excellent questions.
I guess I'm always a little bit nervous to call in.
Why? But that's not. Well, now you see it's foolish that you thought that.
Yes, exactly.
You should call back in when it's all of us.
Yeah.
All right.
This is what I'm talking. Okay, I'm going to single you out though. I am now. You might get nervous.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
It's fine.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That when girls call in, they have these analytical questions that are just like, yeah, let's tear apart this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many guys that call in that want to talk about, what's your funniest fart story? But this is what you get. And this is what happens at conventions all the time.
Yeah.
Because we always get, I was talking with, I think it was Dan from the Behemoth about it, where he was like, when girls come up and ask questions, they ask about the artwork and how it's made and really analytical stuff. And then guys will come up with a Castle Crashers mask and fucking dump a Slurpee on them and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just, is that embarrassing that I called you out about that? It's just interesting to me.
No. Because I see what you mean.
But I'm not saying you can't ask
fans.
I'm not saying you can't ask a goofy question though either. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting because that happens. But we have some dudes that call in though with great questions too. That's not to say that doesn't happen. But I do like the mix of questions as well. So I'm not insulting anybody, but it is interesting.
It's just like what you were saying before. You need the bit of the cinematic.
Exactly.
Cinematic quality, and then the dry.
Exactly. That's precisely it. I never want to do just one thing. I want to do all of the above. Yes.
All right. Well, good deal. Hey, thank you guys again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your call.
See ya.
I'll have to call back in.
Yes, please do. See ya.
All right. See ya.
Goodbye. Okay.